Michael Olise's move to Manchester United is getting closer than ever before, and Kieran McKenna could be making that move to Manchester United as Erik ten Hag is set to depart away from the club Manchester United. From reliable sources, we've got it that Erik ten Hag's job could be no more available to him. He could be leaving the club Manchester United very soon, and also Casemiro's exit is now definitely known. He's heading for an exit. This and more right about here at the United chapter. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the United chapter, and please subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on what I've got to bring to you right about here at the United chapter with me, your very host Abu KALS. So a lot has been said and a lot is being done. The summer transfer window is right about here, and we're going to be talking about transfers. The club Manchester United is looking at a big or massive offload, and only 4 players are exempt from this massive offload. We're talking about Rasmus Højlund, Andre Onana, Kobe Mino, and yet another football player who's in there. Kobe Mino, Rasmus Højlund, and Alejandro Garnacho, plus the goalkeeper Onana. Anyway, those are the football players who are expected to remain at Manchester United, but the rest of the squad is expected to be leaving, from Luke Shaw to every other football player. So, having said that, Luke Shaw was called for national duty, but he's not played for Manchester United for a while, and that raised eyebrows for quite a number of people. The English might not be very happy about that. Anyway, let's get the party rolling. What exactly is transpiring in the world of transfers, as we know that Erik ten Hag could be leaving the club? What do we have to say? But before, actually, let's start with McKenna. So, Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna, who is a hot target for very many clubs, including Brighton and Chelsea, is one that has been eyed by Manchester United as a potential replacement of Erik ten Hag. And definitely, we all know that the fact that Erik ten Hag could be leaving, and from a source, it does not depend on whether he loses or wins the trophy that is coming. His decision has already been made. Anyway, let's see what exactly we are getting from what is this source. I need to get this source. BBC Sports. What does BBC Sports have to say about the current saga? So the BBC says McKenna keen on a move away from Ipswich, and his destination could be Manchester United. Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna is likely to reject a new deal amid his interest from Chelsea and Brighton plus Manchester United. Let's see. The 38-year-old is also believed to be under consideration by the club Manchester United if they decide to make a change, with Erik ten Hag's future in a very big doubt at this moment. So, Kieran McKenna, who is contracted to Ipswich with 20 until 2027, is ambitious and is understood to be keen to take the next step in his career. And it will be noted that talks with Ipswich are likely to place this week, and the Tractor Boys with expected to offer McKenna a new deal to convince him to stay at the Portman Road. And BBC Sport understands that it is expected to fail with the manager and assistant Pate feeling the time is right to move. So Chelsea are believed to be in a pole position, despite Brighton's interest, with a United situation adding to the complexities, as they are yet to confirm that will happen with Ten Hag. What will happen with Ten Hag? Any club will need to pay around £4 million compensation to take Kieran McKenna and Pate. Anyway, and also a bit of that, a lot is definitely happening, you know. So let's hope McKenna could end up at Manchester United. Big question of the day, what do you think about Erik ten Hag? Do you think Erik ten Hag should remain at Manchester United, or it is the right time for him to make that exit? Get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about the football manager. And I think there is also still something about the Fulham football player Adarabioyo in his Manchester United potential transfer, as Newcastle has also got onto board and they want the football player. So big competition for Fulham's football player Adarabioyo, who is most likely going to go to Newcastle than Manchester United. But Manchester United need to fight for tossing Adarabioyo if they definitely need him. BBC Sports goes on and says this is what they are saying. That's what I got from different sources. Yeah. So, Manchester United are vying with Newcastle United, Fulham central defender Tosin Adarabioyo. The 26-year-old is a free agent on the 30th of June, having opted against extending his contract at Caravan Cottage. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe is a known admirer for the former Manchester City youth player, and the Magpies were thought to be close to completing a deal to sign him. However, it is understood that Manchester United have not ended their interest in the Englishman. The Old Trafford club are in a tight financial Old Trafford Club are in the tight financial position this summer as they try to comply with the FFP sustainability regulations, and given central defense is one of the areas they are aiming to strengthen, the prospect of signing a player for Adarabioyo's quality without having a pay transfer fee holds particular appeal. Spurs, Liverpool, Italian side AC Milan have also been rumored to be interested in the former England youth international. Anyway, let's hope things go on quite well for Manchester United and they can land the football player, and things will definitely be moving on quite well if United go on and sign the wonderful football player. So, having talked about him, let's see what I've got for you about Michael Olise today. Michael Olise to Manchester United could be the first transfer window. Targets for Manchester United. Manchester United has set for a very tough summer transfer window, and this comes in. Where does this come in? This is Manchester Evening News. From Manchester Evening News, they suspect Michael Olise's move is very, very soon. Manchester United have one big decision to make before making calls on transfer targets. Erik ten Hag oversaw the club's worst ever Premier League finish, in failure to win the FA Cup will definitely mean that European football next season will be out of reach for Manchester United. To be honest, I do not see Manchester United winning the... I know I'm a Manchester United fan, yeah? But to be honest, Manchester United beating Manchester City, I do not see that happening, I do not see that happening, my brother. But it is what it is. Football can surprise you. You never know. Manchester United, you never know. Manchester United may beat Manchester City. You never know. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'll watch that game. I'll go into that game. I'll watch it thinking, it's gonna be a loss. It's definitely going to be a loss for Manchester United. That's what I know. That's what I definitely know. I don't see any positive results coming in. Anyway, let's talk about Yates, an exit of one of the biggest football players. So, Casemiro, I think his form has definitely gone a bit down these days. But he's been a very good football player before, but his form has slipped a little bit. I like Casemiro, but I think it's time for him to move away from Manchester United, make that big move to Newcastle, not to Newcastle, to the Saudi Pro League. The Saudi Pro League clubs are interested in him, are very much interested in the football player. Ooh, yeah. So let's hope that when he parts ways with Manchester United, all will be well with him, as he could end up in the Saudi Pro League willing to cash in on him. But his contract is definitely also running out, and Manchester United could be saying goodbye, and I don't see United really giving him a new contract. I do not see that happening. That might be not happening. massive sale of football players is going to be on, and we think it's gonna take a little time, a bit of time, for United to get back into a good position. So the question I've got for you: should Erik ten Hag leave Manchester United? That is the question. Do you think he needs more time? Do you think he needs more time? You know, because he's got big injuries. And this definitely affected his performance at Manchester United. Anyway, let's hope things will move on quite well for you, my friends, and let's meet yet in another video. Thank you, and goodbye for now.